The Renault 5 is a modern reinvention of a 70s retro classic. This all-electric Renault 5, launched in 2024, has been making a serious mark on the streets, and I can understand why. Have you seen this colour? It is loud, it is proud, and it is really, really funky. People are loving it. The feedback we've been getting so far has been unbelievable. They've really stayed true to the classic design of this car, which launched in the 70s and has been seen in a Bond film, but probably more widely recognised as being Ali G from Staines' car. Why does it exist? Well, the Renault 5 looks a lot cooler than the Renault Zoe, and it's an ideal little city car, perfect for running errands, commuting, and the greatest is that it's super easy to park. It's low running costs, it's got great range, and it looks bloody cool. Rivals include the Mini Electric, Vauxhall Corsa Electric, and Peugeot E208, but the Renault 5 offers more space, style, and practicality, and on most cases, a better range too. So I've had the pleasure of driving this vehicle now for the past few days, and I've absolutely loved it. This thing just handles superbly. All the controls are exactly where I'd expect them to be, without distraction. And I think that's crucial. So many cars today, the infotainment systems have just become so overly complicated, and this isn't. And that's one of the things I love the most. And even things like the indicator, I don't know if you can hear this through the soundtrack, but it's not offensive. And as you know, most modern cars today have all these advanced safety features, such as collision avoidance, speed limit warnings, and they can be a little irritating. That's been said a few times. Now, this car does have all these features, but the bongs and bings and dings, they're just very subtle. It's been, I believe, carefully thought through, so it's less distracting and irritating. Now, the details of this car has got the 110 kilowatt motor. It does come with a 90 kilowatt motor, and it's powered by either a 40 kilowatt hour or 52 kilowatt hour battery. This, with the slightly uprated power, is great. We get slightly longer range. We're getting around about 250 miles. I think it does quote something like 268 in the book, but 250 would be fair and reasonable. The smaller battery gives you around about 185, 190 miles on a full charge. Now, the power is instant with this. Even in eco mode, when you put your foot down, you really do feel that pull. And in sport mode, you get this kind of torque steer through the steering wheel, which does give you that racy, energetic feel about the car. And it just puts a smile on your face. It makes you feel good, and especially if you're into cars and you used to drive hot hatches when you were younger. Now, its competitors are things like the Mini Electric and the Corsa Electric by Vauxhall. The Mini gives you around about 240 miles on a full charge, and the Vauxhall gives you about 260. So this would sit slap bang in the middle there. So a very close call. Size-wise, and in terms of interior space, you're probably more closely aligned with the Mini. In terms of coolness and kind of funkiness, again, I'd say the Mini is probably its closest competitor there. The Vauxhall is a great car, as is the Peugeot E208. They're both kind of good alternatives if you perhaps need slightly more room. But I think if you want a real cool, funky looking car that's certainly going to attract attention, this is your car. So we're now coming here onto the dual carriageway. We're just going to put this in sport mode, currently at 40 miles an hour, and we're just going to pull out here really quickly, and you can really feel that pull. Yeah, I love electric cars, that instant power. We've got blind spot monitoring, which makes it safe when wanting to change lanes on dual carriageways and motorways. You've got the visibility, you can see quite clearly through all the windows. There's not really many blind spots in this car, which is great. I love the fact that we've also got the fully adaptive cruise control with also a lane keeping assist here as well, which makes driving, especially on these longer journeys, a lot more pleasurable. This car is great should you need a car in and around town, but also do want to take on those longer journeys. Now, if you travel at 70 miles an hour everywhere you go, yes, you are going to deplete that battery a little bit quicker, but you're also going to do that if you had a petrol car. But for the majority, if the majority of your journeys are lower speeds, under 50 miles per hour, then you're going to see good range out of this car. Wow, this yellow paint really pops in the sun. I'm absolutely loving the sparkles in this. When you catch it in the right lights, it looks stunning. Now, the clever proportions of this car and the sharp angular lines really do make this look sporty. You can really see the old Renault 5 shining through here. The detailing with, say, the gloss black metallic roof with the gloss black wing mirrors, and then the detailing around the wheel arches and down the sides look really stunning, and they really give it this real sporty, cool, funky, retro hot hatch look. And then on this one, we've got this nice red detailing around the top of the door trims, which just really set the car off. The alloy wheels on this model look stunning. They're very simplistic, diamond cut alloys with the black. You got the bare metal shining through. Looks really stunning. As you can see as well, we've even got the parking sensors wrapping around here on the side to give you full function, full ease of parking, full functionality with that full 360 surround aid on the vehicle. Now, the shark fin on the top just gives it that nice little look. The tinted rear windows, the hidden door handles here on the sides, it just really has this really cool, funky look about it. And we've even got graphics and decals here on the side and on the front, where you'd have, say, a turbo intake if this was a petrol vehicle. We've got this really cool, clever kind of window covering this 5 LED display, which does a little light dance when you unlock and lock the vehicle, and it looks cracking at night. So here at the front, it's a really cool minimalist design. You've got angles, flat edges. It's just such a cute looking car. The face of this car has real cuteness about it. The LED lights, super cool here. It's kind of like a hologram on the front of the light. You probably can't see it here in this light. This kind of replicates what you see here with the LED daytime running lights. Kind of looks a bit like a retro stereo dial. You've also got this kind of carbon fiber effect trim along the front here, and then the large, flush, minimalist new Renault branding, which does look super cool. Then you've got the nice wide grille along the bottom here, again with more parking sensors at the front, so you really can get this into the tightest of spaces. And visibility when driving, you can actually kind of see the end of the car, which does make it really easy to park in busy towns and cities. As you see, this is the turbo kind of effect air intake from the ice cart coming over here with that battery panel. Charging port located here on the front near side. As you can see, we can charge it on one of the overnight chargers, say at home, 7 kilowatts in about 8 hours, or on one of the ultra or rapid chargers located on street, you can get from 15 to 80% in just under 30 minutes. From the rear, this is instantly recognisable as a Renault 5. Paying homage to its predecessor, we do have the stacked lighting here, slightly improved now with the LED lighting. Nice detailing here as well, and what looks like a kind of an air outtake there, which does look cool. You got the carbon fibre detailing wrapping right along the rear of the boot lid here, with that kind of carbon fibre effect. Renault through here, and the cool retro 5 number. Now, the boot itself, for such a small little car, is actually pretty deep. You can fit a pushchair in the back here, plenty of room for all your shopping. It's much larger than, say, the mini hatch. And plus, you've got the false floor here with room to store your charging cables underneath. So in the front of the cockpit here, it feels pretty big. It's pretty open, it's pretty airy. Personally, I'm not a lover of the mustard coloured seat with this yellow, but obviously that's all personal choice. But I do love the seat itself. I love that you've got the leather effect around the edges of the seats, and then you've got this nice kind of old retro style upholstery with the 5 detailing in the seats, nice big bolsters around the edges. They're a comfy, stylish looking seat. It's just, for me, the colour, but it's all personal taste, right? Here on the dash, we have this nice leather effect here with the yellow stitching that matches the seat. We then have the gloss black trim around the edge with Renault 5 and the logo in there, which is all illuminated. Now, the colours can all be changed at the touch of a button when changing between the different modes. You've got different colours for those modes, or you can go into the personalisation settings here on the screen and choose whichever colours you like. You can even have it so it rotates through all the colours of the rainbow. So that's your gloss black settings just there. Then on top, you've got the kind of the carbon fibre effect. I love the headlining. That was one of the first things I noticed about this car, was this cool kind of square embossed retro effect headlining, which just looks super cool. The wraparound iCockpit here is pretty decent too. The binnacle itself, really easy to understand. You're not overwhelmed with information here. It just tells you what you need to know, and you can toggle through all the different settings. So you can have your map actually on screen there. You can see your music straight on screen. You can go between a really minimalist or really full-on display. This infotainment system, this is just probably one of the best I've used in a long time. It's just so easy to use. You've got full voice activation. It's got full Google built in, which means you don't even need to have your phone with you to use things like Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The Google Maps is actually built straight in. You can sign into your Google account, so all your trips, histories, you can create route plans on Google Maps, set them all into your favorites, and that'll store all of that. So you can then pull that all through here, which is great, and it'll calculate, you know, your frequently used trips, etc. You've got apps integrated into it as well, and you can download more from the Google Play Store. Things like Amazon Music, YouTube Music, etc. all come straight through. You've got Google News built in, Chrome, so when you're stationary you can actually browse the internet. It's just a really, really easy system to use. Renault also have their own integrated voice activation control system. Does control lots of things on the car. Again, making it much easier to find your way around. The settings themselves, everything's exactly where you'd expect it to be. Charging, you can set it so if you've got a low rate tariff overnight, set to charge between certain times. You can see things like your eco driving history as well. Setting up the vehicle itself as well, you can set things like the colors in the cockpit, you can set the tones, even the pedestrian warning you can customize as well, which I just think really makes this car a personal car. It's one you actually connect with. The sound system in here, this is the standard sound system we've got in here. It's pretty decent, it's pretty bassy. The good acoustics in this car, we've got a full charging pad, we've got 2 USB-C ports here, we've got 2 deep cup holders, perfect for holding bottles, the nice little armrest here in the center, plus a really deep little storage compartment there. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing isn't massive, so there isn't lots and lots of storage, but you do have pockets in the doors. You've got a glove box under there, which is also super deep. Everything is where you'd expect it to be. You've got lights and indicators on a stalk on the left. On the right, you've got wipers. Just above that, you've then got the gear selector, which just kind of sits out a little proud. You've got the multi-sense button on the steering wheel, which kind of it feels almost like it's a turbo boost button or something like that. And then the multifunction controls with things like cruise control, speed limiter. It's just a really nice car to be in. Okay, so here in the back, there's not a great deal of room. This driver's seat is in the original position that I was actually driving in. And as you can see, I'm not blessed with stacks of room here. Now, I feel that this would be adequate for 4 adults to perhaps travel just around town. A quick lift, say, one evening. I don't think I would particularly want to spend a long time in the back here. On the school runs, absolutely fine. Again, the cool seating detailing does continue here in the rear, even with the 5 branding. We've got 2 LED spots above us, little map pockets in the back. Electric windows in the rear again. Other than that, not much to report really here in the back. There is 2 ISOFIX ports in the back. There is also an ISOFIX port on the front passenger seat, but other than that, there's no center armrest. The car's not really wide enough to accommodate, I guess. I do like the headrests. I like the style of them. I do think it's a pretty cool, funky car. But yes, if you are looking for a small city car that you can take on long journeys with 4 fully grown adults, this probably isn't the car for you. But if you just want to pop in and around town, short journeys, with 4 adults, then absolutely no problem at all. Now I've got to try and get out. This car comes in a couple of different specs. You've got the Iconic and Techno, but you've also got the Alpine, which, if you're looking for something even sportier, is just a really cool looking car. Now, you've got a variety of different paint options. You've got these bright, bold colours. We've got the yellow, there's an amazing green, but then there are also the more subdued colours. But with a car like this, you probably want to go for something bright so it stands out because it looks really cool. There's also a couple of different alloy wheel options, and if you're looking for an amazing sound system, then you can also upgrade to the Harman Kardon system. But the standard system actually, it does give really good audio quality, but if you are really into your music, then the Harman Kardon is probably worth the upgrade. Now, this car comes in starting from around 25,000, and it goes up to just over 30, depending upon the spec level and obviously any optional extras you go for. That's where car leasing does come into play. These work out extremely well at the moment on personal contract hire agreements, so why not check out the leasing options to see how affordable getting into one of these can be. This car is aimed at commuters, young families, those that want to just poodle around town. But as we discovered, it does handle the motorways well. You can thrash it around a track if you want to. You can have a bit of fun with it. Ideally, you know, young families, we discovered it's not so great in the back for slightly taller passengers, but it's fine just to pop up the road and back. Young creatives, urban dwellers, it's a car for everyone that just needs a small, nimble, easy to use car that's got lots of personality, that looks bloody cool, is fun and full of energy. The Renault 5 you can discover more on today at rivervale.co.uk, and you can also see just how affordable it is on a business or personal contract hire. Take a look, I don't think you'll be disappointed.